There are 7 things that I did before this third pregnancy as a dietitian who wanted to make it as easy as possible to conceive again, but also to have a smoother and easier pregnancy. So, first, I did a mineral test. I was about a year postpartum with my second baby and just weaning breastfeeding. I knew I had a few months before trying to conceive, and I wanted to assess my depletion and mineral patterns. This is a non negotiable test that I do with all of my one on one clients who are also preparing for another pregnancy because it tells us so much about what we still need to correct from our past pregnancy and postpartum depletion. I was specifically looking at mineral imbalances that could impact fertility so that I could correct them before trying to conceive over the next few months. The second thing I did was a GI map gut test. I'm not someone who struggles with major gut issues. However, I really wanted to look at the immune and inflammation markers on this test. There are some imbalances that can impact fertility, especially having an overactive or underactive immune system, as well as elevated inflammatory markers. I personally did have an overactive immune system and some inflammation, which could impact implantation and the body's ability to accept and implant an embryo that is half somebody else. So I spent a few months really focusing on my gut health in an effort to create an environment that was more optimal for early pregnancy success. The third thing was functional hormone testing, specifically a Dutch hormone test. Fortunately, everything here looked fabulous. I just wanted to be sure, especially coming off of breastfeeding. Based on all of these tests, I created a custom supplement protocol and a custom personalized vitamin and mineral mix tailored to my results, along with a few supplements that were targeting what we found in my gut to support inflammation and immune balance. I also really honed in on my diet during this time, making sure I was eating a wide variety of nutrient-dense foods and giving my body what it needed to support the nutrient stores that a future baby would eventually pull from. During this time, I also cut back a little bit on my workouts. I was doing 3 strength training sessions per week, 1 conditioning class, and otherwise I was just walking, where previously I was working out 6 days a week and up to 3 conditioning classes. I also made a conscious effort to prioritize my nervous system and my stress response, especially when it came to work. I found a much better balance with work this year, despite having a higher client load. If you are someone who is also preparing for another pregnancy and you want additional information about what this testing looks like, this is exactly what I did and what I do for my one-on-one clients inside of Nourished Moms Collective. You can DM me the word collective for details. And if you're also preparing for another baby, feel free to follow along for additional tips and insights.